what's going down? WMC episode 79. 79. Wow, we're almost at 80. That's fucking nuts. But yeah, so yeah, what are we doing tonight? I'm just gonna bring the guys out because we got a whole bunch of crap for you guys tonight. So here we go. Here's Wentzilla.
I'm ready. I'm ready to do this.
You ready?
I'm not muted, so that's good.
Oh, you're not. That's good. Are
Hey,
you like
hey.
sitting up? You're like sitting up higher tonight or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sitting in AMRAC, like on a table in AMRAC. So I was trying to get it right.
Why not?
I'll get there.
Why not? Might be a little uncomfortable after an hour of sitting on a table, but that's your problem. So.
Well, I gotta. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm
All
good.
right. Well, let's bring out Famous Studios in his very sparse location. Well, look, you're filling it up now. I did watch your video the other day, so you're getting there, man. You're getting there. Fill it up.
How we doing, everybody? Happy Friday. Let's fucking get this show on the road. Let's go.
All right. Well, we might as well bring out Brian. Then he finally showed up.
Hey, guys, I made it.
You did make it. We were getting worried.
Awesome intro, by the way.
Oh yeah, you're the only one that actually sat and watched it. These other guys like missed most of the new intro, but I don't know. It was the quick version. It was going to take like longer than it would like before the show to download it. So I just downloaded the 1080p version. So I'll get the 4K version up for next week's show. So there we go.
Yeah.
But we are here.
You owe it to the audience to get the 4K to show off this face.
I do, and there's like already a shit whack of people in here tonight. Holy cow! Thanks for coming out, everybody. I was just telling Fam before the show, it's like weird getting used to like people actually like being in the chat waiting for us to like, be on the show as opposed to the old days. Like as I was telling Zilla and you guys, I'm doing like a best of WMC, and like it turns out Brian was our first guest and Famine was our second guest, like officially on WMC. That's weird how that all works out, eh? But yeah, so I was screwing around doing that. Got a whole bunch of best of videos coming up, and I am starting to repost some of the highlights if you want to go back and check those out. I'm just posting them as videos, but you can check the live replay too. So yeah, a whole bunch of content coming this week. Hopefully, yeah. I don't know, I got to work all weekend, so that's pretty much a write-off.
Boo.
But yeah, it is. Boo. I got to do like once every 6 weeks. It's my weekend on call, but whatever. It is what it is. Only have to work.
This wasn't a problem when Trudeau was premier. That's all I'll say.
Prime Minister.
Oh, now we got. I thought he was premier. Whatever.
It honestly does not matter what Trudeau is. He's gone now, so whatever. It is what it is. Got the big election coming up, so I don't know. Hopefully, they let me into the U.S. and hopefully they're not going to like tariff Canadians and stuff. So, like, I bet you it costs more. It would cost $6.
I have to come pay for you at the border.
Yeah, dude, it already costs $6 American to like enter the United States. Like, you don't even before you do anything in the U.S., you have to pay them $6.
Hey, well, if you want the toy deals, that's what you're gonna have to do.
Oh, it only costs $4 to get back into Canada. So
right, because you don't have the toy deals there.
That's the exchange rate.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, our dollar's going up. Our dollar's been climbing. I'm like, yes, by the 28th, it's going to be not as shitty as it is today. So, yeah, but tonight we are going to get into, we're going to try and demo this death race thing. So we're like, hopefully work out all the kinks and stuff. And then maybe Famine and Brian can be the game masters. So I don't have to like describe every little turn and whatever. Because me and Zilla be too busy like shooting at each other and flipping each other off and stuff during the race. So.
Wait, I'm going to be honest. I didn't know you had a ship done.
Oh, I did one at the beginning. Mine's like a pace car. So I didn't officially enter it into the competition, but
okay.
Here, I'll show everybody what it is before we get there. So it's an old Dreadnought, like Thunder Machine.
Thunder Machine? Oh, nice.
That's cool.
It's done up like
that's not real.
No, it's not. It's completely made up.
It's AI.
And then this little part here is from the G.I. Joe Pack Rat, like back in the 80s. I think it's the machine gun one, and then there's like a whole bunch of other shit on here. So, but yeah,
you shit on it. Don't shit on it.
That's awesome.
Oh, you have to sometimes, man. It's like the shitmobile. That's what I'll call it.
The shitmobile.
The shitmobile. It's a very imaginative name. But we're gonna get right into this race. We do have a guest tonight, but he's going to be a little bit late. So we'll push him towards the back end of the show. He'll just have to come and he'll have to put up their nonsense for a little while. So yeah, I'm gonna roll this clip and then we are going to get into it.
As the world fell, each of us in our own way was broken. It was hard to know who was more crazy, me or everyone else.
Fancy intro. We got a big theme going on here. I love In Flames. So if anybody doesn't know, our theme or our intro song is an In Flames song called Follow Me, and that is the new In Flames song called Meet Your Maker. So yeah, I guess we're doing an In Flames.
Yeah, their drummer is insane. I've never listened to him.
That band, they kick so much fucking ass, man. I bet you they're like probably like up in my top like 3-4 bands of like all fucking time. Up there.
You know what? You posted the thing for something recently, and you had that as one of the songs, and I was like, oh, I gotta remember to go back and grab that on Instagram for when I do something for the World Maker stuff. So.
Oh yeah, I've been using follow me for most of my WMC posts, but let's check in with the chat, and then we will. Yeah, okay. I think I know what we're gonna do next. We didn't do it last week. I put it off, but of course we got Bjorn in the chat. Schmebulok. We got Ian Sweeney. Aloha, sir. Thank you for coming out once again.
Ian.
We got Jabalong in Toy City, which is like one of the most awesome handles I've ever heard in my life.
Hello.
Oh, we got Tone. You're gonna be seeing Tone on the 28th too. So hopefully you're ready for the Canadian invasion there, bud. Prepare yourself. We've got Better A Bob, and then what time can they catch you and Bob on Sunday nights there, Brian?
7 p.m. Eastern. Red.
Oh, so you check over at Outer Multiverse on YouTube. We got David Dunn in the chat tonight. What's going on? Unfortunately, Jerry is working, but she will catch the replay. Thanks for saying hello. Anyway,
hey, go check out our Instagram. She had some really good videos on there. I'm just getting real biased.
Just got something.
A video about some customs that popped up, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. Hey. I figured that she won at some point. I'm not sure.
She did win a Whip Wednesday.
It's all rumors and speculation. You're gonna have to go to her channel to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We heard that. We're not sure. It's just what it is. Bud Scuffer, what's up, bro? Thanks for coming out. CB671. Good morning, man. Where are you from? But yeah, morning. Where would it be? Probably is it morning
across the pond, baby?
In England and all those places. That's cool. And then we got Fat Red Foo. He was on Toy Domination last night with Joel. from Starboy Station, so you can definitely go back and check out that replay. Usually I have band practice on Thursday nights with my other band, so I do not get to enjoy Toy Domination on the lives on the most times. Usually it's like, gotta wait for one of the guys, a bass player or something, gets sick or something. But yeah, got Chris Sizemore in the chat. What is going on? We have Pirates of the Galaxy. So, of course, Whip Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Pirates of the Galaxy.
What's up, Pirates?
Eric Schultz is in the chat. Welcome, welcome. It's great to see you. We got Tripping with Toys in the chat tonight. We have On the Hunt. So, yeah, we had a pretty good toy show. Me and him worked the Stratford, Ontario toy show last weekend. And it was fucking nuts. I wanted to film while I was selling stuff. But, dude, it was fucking packed like all morning. It was crazy. It was like, oh my god, like fuck, quit buying my toys, fuck off.
Did you get some of your regulars?
Oh yeah, Marvel Legends kid was there. He like, dude, this kid, it's cool because he's got to only be like maybe like 13, 12, maybe kind of that, but he'll come back and forth. Like he'll go look through all the figures, buy a couple, walk around the toy show a couple times, come back, buy a couple more Marvel Legends, walk around, go outside, come back in, and then he usually comes back and then like blows the rest of his wad at my table. I'm talking about Moneyzilla, you weirdo. Don't talk about that shit. But no, and then I get then I got another guy that comes
assuming. I was thinking Famine would grab it before I got to it.
I don't know. I like to kick up on my foot in my mouth, so we'll just go. But yeah, and Pack. Wait till I see. Yeah, dude, I'm stoked, man. Me and Pack going to Joe Fest to hang out with everybody. So before we start the race here, we're gonna bring our guest out because he has arrived. What is going on, sci-fi diorama guy? Oh, still setting up his camera. I caught him. All right. Well, I will take him out until he sets the camera up. So, Wazilla, we are going to tough our way through this race, bro. All right. Okay. So for tonight, for a normal race, like I'll have like pictures up and like maybe like some sexy ladies waving flags or something like that, or whatever.
Or Famine.
What about sexy dude?
Yeah, I mean, if you want.
We were promised a calendar of you, Princess Leia stuff. Never happened. So
I didn't, never met the goal. Never met the goal.
Oh damn! Yeah, that's a throwback to episode like 30 when we talked about it. So
yeah, really. All right, so this is how we're gonna start it. I've got a virtual dice roller here, and like I said, I will make this a little more exciting for the real people. Oh, so Nebula's Nexus has arrived. What's going on?
Well,
okay.
So it's like a practice race.
Yeah, so this is a practice race. We're gonna run. So I'm thinking 5 legs of the race. So all right, here we go. Boom, we're off. Zill and I are out of the gates. We are heading down the track. Yeah, we're just ripping it. And Brian, we have come across our first obstacle in the race. What is it?
It is.
I love putting people on the spot like that.
Awesome. Patch of.
You'll get there.
Quicksand. It's a patch of quicksand.
Patch of quicksand. All right, so we're flying over quicksand. Some of us are in speeders, but we can pretend that quicksand affects speeders for tonight.
Oh, and I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, it's too late now, man. It's too late.
No wheels.
No. To be fair, wait. I'm calling a flag on the play. If your vehicle hovers, you should have the advantage over a wheeled vehicle. So if I hit a quicksand or an oil slick and I'm in a hover vehicle, that's nothing. But if I'm in a treaded tank or wheels, wouldn't that affect me differently?
It would.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that pertains to the rules, though. Here,
I don't know.
Yeah, what kind of sick game is this?
That makes everything like super complicated.
Should I have said 12 Ewoks?
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to like make sure that the rules are like simplified. So
yeah, well, this is one. This is the test run.
That's why we're doing it.
Yeah, there you go. 12 dead Ewoks are on the racetrack, and their guts are everywhere. So
we would still hover.
So I'm
over
gonna
them.
like go ahead and roll this dice. So I'm rolling for myself.
Okay.
Oh, so I roll a 1. That really fucking sucks. So now I'm gonna roll for Zilla. What? How do we both get a 1? So Zilla and I are both tied at this point. So we have
roll
both
it again.
past this
Roll it
obstacle.
Again. I want to see if it goes 1 again.
Well, would just do total re-rolls?
No, I just want to see if it goes to 1
I
again.
don't think it will, but
hey.
Oh wow!
See, it's going to 2.
Just wondered.
We'll make sure it does not. Yeah, so it is random.
Okay.
So me and Zilla are both at 1. So we've both actually made it past the first obstacle. So we're coming around the track, zipping around, blah blah blah. Now we're gonna actually take like a weapon shot at each other's vehicles. So do you want to go? Do you want to fire first, Zilla, or am I?
You can go first.
All right. So I'm taking a shot at Zilla here. Are you fucking serious? So I rolled a 3, and then Zilla's gonna take a shot back at me. And Zilla actually loses that roll. So I am slightly ahead of Zilla now in the race. So we are coming on to the third leg of the race.
Hold on a second. Explain to me. I'm going to need some rules clarification here. How can y'all both roll a 1 and get past the obstacle without incident? 1 is bad, 6 is good, right?
Because we both tied. It was Zilla.
So wouldn't you both hit the obstacle?
If I had rolled the 1 and Zilla had rolled like... No, if Zilla had rolled a higher number than 1, then I would have hit the obstacle and he would have gotten ahead at that point of the race. So if we tie, then there's no change.
Okay, so you're going by highest roll wins that turn?
Yeah, so highest number wins.
Okay.
Question. Is this is this 5 legs determining who is winning the race or who is surviving the race? Winning?
No, who is winning the race.
Okay.
So there'd be like, well, I don't know, we'll figure it out when we get there. So I figured 5 legs.
Right now you guys are tied, right? And then he has a damage on him.
Actually at this point, I'm actually ahead of Zilla.
You're ahead. Gotcha.
So I'm ahead of Zilla. So I'm just a little bit ahead of Zilla now. And then we're moving on to the third leg of the race, which is so halfway through the race, this is when Zilla can get a chance to like catch up with me or whatever. So then we come up to this like jump, and since I have the advantage, Zilla gets to roll 2. So he gets 2 shots at this. So if I roll and he doesn't beat me on his first roll, he actually gets another chance to catch up to me. So here we go, Zilla. So I'm gonna roll a 5.
Ooh.
So this might be tough for Zilla to catch up here. So Zilla's got to roll better than a 5 in 2 rolls to catch up with me. So nope, not that one.
Oh,
and he has, what's that?
Yep, that's.
So yeah, he tied me. So he actually did catch up. So Zilla and I are neck and neck again, and we're coming around the second last stage of the race, which is a we'll call this one like it'll be another like exchange of fire. So we're doing like another exchange of fire. So Zilla, I am going to fire at Zilla and roll. Yeah, that's not good.
Your guns aren't.
Yeah, here we go. And on the fire rounds. Yeah, so then Zilla rolls, and he's got a 5.
He takes the lead.
So yeah, I'm behind Zilla now. So Zilla is behind me. Yeah. So Zilla takes the lead, but before I go any further, I'm going to bring in Sci-Fi Diorama Guy here so he doesn't get super bored backstage. If he will come in. Did I not hit that right?
He'll get here when he gets here.
Oh, there we go. Does that work?
No.
He'll get here when he gets here. I added him to the thing. I don't know why it's
there he is.
kooky and wookie here. But
can you hear me?
There we go. Hey, what's going on, Sideways Man? Oh yeah, I can hear you again now.
Kind of. Yeah, so I'm not. I switched the phone. I mean, I'm trying to see what I'm doing wrong. I've got it set up. I've got it on auto rotate. This is weird.
Yeah, no, we'll figure it out in a second. We're about
my sideways
we're about
on
to finish
screen.
up our, yeah, you're sideways, but we'll start you in a minute here. We're about to finish up the demo. Hello, check 1 2. So yeah, I guess we're at the last
leg of the
race. I'm slightly ahead of Zilla. Yeah, I can hear
you.
So in this,
I tried turning my phone. Is my go ahead.
Yeah, just give me a second here. We will be with you in just a second. And then
you're good.
And then okay, so this last leg of the race, where I don't even remember where we were. But anyways, so I'm slightly ahead of Zilla. Zilla gets to roll first and see if he can overtake. So another 5, imagine that. I'm gonna have to find a little more trustworthy dice roller here. And then my roll, and it's a 1. So Zilla has actually caught up to me in the very last neck of the race, and now we roll for who overtakes and wins. So this is my roll, a 1.
Oh,
man, you're killing them once.
1, dude.
Zilla.
I know. Oh, I'll find a better whatchamacallit for the next part. For the next time we do it. And we might refine some stuff. So if anybody's got any suggestions for improvements and stuff, you can DM me or just drop it in the chat and I'll check the chat later. But so basically it'll be that, but I'll have like some media behind it. It'll be a little more exciting. And I didn't want to get too complicated with the rules because we have a lot of races to run through and I want to finish them by the end of April. So I didn't want to get into, but we may add legs of the race, or if I think of something before that, maybe we'll surprise the first 2, and then I will start announcing I guess heats next week on the show. So we'll tell you who the first couple matches are. So as the process goes, as people get eliminated, you go back into the pool, you race somebody else. And I was gonna do hit points and stuff, but I wanted to be fair because some people did giant like rigs and stuff, and other people did like smaller speeders. So obviously a giant truck is gonna like mow over like a little tiny like motorcycle or something like like that. But
also maybe we have a camera on somebody rolling actual dice.
Yeah, I think we should do that because that was glitchy and dumb as fuck. So.
And then we could blame that person like every time,
There could be a different person rolling dice every
week.
There could be a different person rolling dice every week.
Yeah. Hey, Dead Man, what's going on, bro? Thanks for coming. And we got Stephen Murphy. Haven't seen you for a little bit, but welcome back. So, all right, Sci-Fi Diorama Guy. Let's work out your camera. You're all good? You can hear us and stuff?
All right. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I can hear you all right.
Nobody talk when the guest asks a question. Let's all just stare.
That's good.
You're good.
All right. I put my mic on. Is this any better?
Excellent.
All right. Awesome. All right. So who won?
Oh, Zilla won, of course.
Zilla won this one.
And I can't hear any of you guys.
It's going in the rule. It's going in the book of legends right now.
Oh, is it? Oh, you're the scorekeeper, eh?
Yeah, I was keeping score. So
keeping score.
Making sure Rad didn't cheat. I get it. I don't trust him either.
Yeah, I need to keep up.
I didn't cheat, man. You won. If I was cheating, I would have won.
Rad rolled 4 1s. I mean, that would be great if we're playing Yahtzee or something like that,
Oh, is it? I don't know. I have no idea about that.
Never played Yahtzee.
What?
Holy cow! I got like a major tickle in my throat right now. Hopefully, I'm getting sick again. That would be awesome. Fuck. I've been sick like 56 fucking times in the last month. I swear to God. But
man.
It's that tariff sickness.
Yeah, it probably is. So yeah, since we got through that, we made it through. So yeah, we'll refine that a bit. We'll make it more fun for everybody. I don't know. That's the name of the game, right? So
yeah,
so far,
it was fun. I mean, it was just a quick little thing.
Yeah, so quick little demo. We can be a little more descriptive and stuff. So my speeder is like a molten pile of wreckage at the end of the fucking track now. So whatever. Well, I guess we didn't really shoot at each other. We did a couple times. I'll just say I was drunk and I hit the wall when I came through the finish line. Fucking boom! Done.
You don't have to destroy your vehicle.
Yeah, so you race again, right? At some point, right? You know, if you lose.
Yeah, maybe down the road. I don't know. My driver's pretty torn up about it. He's thinking about retiring now.
So I thought he was the pace car. Like, what are you talking about? He has to be
elimination or single?
I don't know, man. I don't even know anymore. But so yeah, we've got Sci-Fi Diorama guy on the show because he did an awesome Firehawk build. But what have you been up to since last time we saw you?
Last time, so I've been working on a few more customs. I got a bunch of parts at this toy show, and I've just been digging through my old all my carded figures. So I'm mostly, you know, a Star Wars guy, but a lot of the G.I. Joe figures really like integrate in Star Wars, right? So world building is much better with those variations, and some Fortnite guys. So I've just been like putting parts of figures together and just changing limbs and painting, and yeah, keeping busy.
I mean, Fortnite can be a lot of fun.
New.
Oh, what's that?
You know, so I went to so the 501st Legion does a lot of appearances, right? And so they asked us to do this Lego shop in town. And when we went there, yeah, we're all dressed out. So, and I'm walking through and I see all these bins, like they have like tables of like thousands and thousands of just Lego parts. I'm not a Lego guy, but when I'm looking at this thing, I'm thinking, man, all these little bitty tools are great for 1/18 scale. And so I came back later and I picked up a bunch of small parts and I used some of them with the Firehawk. But I never knew that like Lego pieces and parts are just great for integrating into custom ships or dioramas, or I'm making like a garage as well. So I need a bunch of tools and some tool boxes and some weird like sci-fi looking screwdrivers and wrenches and everything. And so it's been great. I've been learning a lot on what to integrate and how to kind of tweak it and add some wires to it and paint it up to make it look pretty nondescript Lego. So I'm having fun with that.
Awesome.
Nice.
That is cool. But I do like, yeah, maybe we'll talk later, Fat Red Foo. I do like your idea here. I like, for us, in regards to the race, I feel like there should be player turns and dungeon master turns. Player advance of the race on DM rolls if the player rolls are better than the DM. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get you. Wonder if there's a way to like extremely streamline that, but that's awesome, dude. Thanks for the feedback, and we'll definitely.
It sounds like Red just volunteered to be the DM for that. That sounds.
Oh, dude, that'd be a great idea. Let us know in the chat if you want to. Do you want to be the DM? I guess you can't for your own race, because he's got a vehicle too. But
yeah, volunteered you, Red.
Oh, maybe.
Hey, on the spot too. So if you say no, man,
he was
gotta look funny.
Voluntold.
Yeah.
All right.
We would be humbled to have you, is what he meant to say.
Is that what I meant to say?
I think I heard you say it.
That's great.
No, he's a good storyteller. I think he'd be a good DM if he decides.
No, yeah.
Dead man. Yeah, I bet you do. Dead man thinks there should be whiskey.
No.
Dead man, you left that in the suggestion box at the church. You can't.
Oh, should I use the banner? Should I do it, Zilla?
What's the banner?
Dead man is drunk.
The banner.
Dead man is drunk. I'm gonna let that roll for a little.
I haven't had whiskey since the night of my wedding.
Dude, I remember when you drank whiskey. I would never drink whiskey again if I was you either.
No, but that stuff that we had when you came over was really good. I still have that. So.
Oh, okay.
The cherry. We had some cherry stuff. So.
All right. Well, let's talk about a Firehawk.
Sorry.
I have a ton of pictures of the Firehawk too. Do you want to? I think I've got them in order of like.
He's got it right in his hand too.
I know he's got it right in his hand.
Yeah,
he's got it right.
Yeah,
in his hand.
You want to just go through the pictures and I can. Yeah, that works. So that's kind of an overview of the Firehawk, and I took that just so people can like look and see just like an overall view of kind of what I did. So
yeah,
whenever I take apart, go ahead.
No, so I've got them kind of like from most completed to not completed. So we'll be able to break it down here in a couple of minutes. But then we got so I love this shot. I used this shot in the thumbnail for the show tonight. So I was like, hey.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Love those figures.
Do you have any like do you have any lore behind these figures, or are they just figures?
Yes. Yeah. So I have so the figures that I have there's going to be there's 4 people. So the two that you see in the middle, that's the tall guy is Sutton, the short guy is Chuck, and Calypso is sitting shotgun, and they have a droid named Bubo. So they were all at one point in time on the spy spines of Kessel, and Chuck was a droid repair expert. This guy knows everything mechanical. So he became best friends with this R2 unit, Bubo, and it's one of the figures that I did for the 10 days of droids. It's from the Build-A-Droid set for the I just put a bunch of different parts together. But these guys are rescue and extraction. So if there's someone in trouble, if no one else can help you, and if you can find them, then maybe you can hire this team.
Sounds like the A team, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know, huh? No.
Are they also
so these guys go in and they extract people, and they just pick up anyone who is either captured, imprisoned, or needs to be removed from a situation. And if you look at the front of that shot, there's a ladder that I used, and there's a Russian set of model kits called Pegasus, and I ordered a bunch of these things probably 12 years ago, and I can't find them anymore. But they're like these Pegasus model sets are like they're like almost like steampunk factory tubes and wires and cogs and spigots. And I took one of these things and I painted it yellow and made it into like this ladder. And on the back of the ladder, there's magnets. And I found these tiny magnets on Amazon. So the back of that, right behind their heads, where almost like where you put like what is that space above, where the back of your seat, sometimes there's a convertible. It's like
if it was an old pickup, you'd put your rifles and shotguns in the back.
Your deer rifle there, exactly. So I put magnets on it so you can take it out and change it. If you want to put a couple of ammo boxes up there, you can stick them on there. Take the ladder off. If you want to keep it clear, you want to have one of the characters sleeping on there. They can lay down there as a bed. So I found the magnets very, very useful. And so I took this thing apart. I take all my stuff apart, and I bagged up the screws, and I primed it, and I thought, what can I do to make this thing really, really unique? And so the story that I had behind it was, when they got out, they got this ship, they stole this ship from a smuggler that was on top of Kessel, but it was completely obliterated. And so the shiny metal parts are all Beskar armor. So the landing gear, the plates, the hardware, the guns, the engines, everything is Beskar. So those are not going to go anywhere. So that's where you see like the really, really nice stuff. And yeah, it's a flipped under version of that.
Yeah.
So I just took this Krylon. It's all painted with Krylon Fusion. And these are Krylon Fusion. It's got a special name. It's called Hammered. The Hammered paints. And I used their gunmetal gray, which I think turned out really, really well. Loved it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, see, I wasn't like totally in love with this spaceship like as it was until like I started seeing everybody else what they were doing to it. Then I was like, oh, okay. Now it looks like an actual Star Wars ship, not like a little kiddie thing.
Yeah, it looks like a totally different ship when it's all painted up and stuff.
I do like
I got one here for you when you come in a couple
weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
There's one in your bag of shit.
I'm coming tomorrow then, if it's there. Show up tomorrow unannounced.
I got that van too, the one that we were talking about, the Fortnite van.
Oh shit, that's cool too. That'll be fun.
Now I've got a very important question as far as lore goes. How do you square this up with the Mandalorians?
How do I square this up with the Mandalorian?
They'll be pissed off.
All the Beskar, yeah. So it was taken to his shop, and
it's plated. It's plated, guys.
Yeah,
still Beskar, man. Mandalorians gonna be pissed.
These guys had a lot of spice that they traded for this thing. So you know, I got my spice of the spice mines of Kessel diorama as well. So I've got like all these crystals that I bought that are like yellow spice, orange, green, blue, clear. So the lore was they got a bunch of spice that they grabbed when they took off and escaped from Kessel. And they traded a hell of a lot of it to get all this armor plating on it. So the engines and the guns and everything else are strictly like they're going to be impervious. The rest of the ship's going to look like crap, but those things are going to be solid.
So first glance, when I saw the first picture, and I'm not being a dick, but I thought that the things that you're going to put the ammo in, I thought that those were picture frames, and you were going to tell us that you could swap out who's in the picture frames of like their family or whatever. I think that's so cool. But
depending how you like. Uncle Carl pissed me off. His picture's coming off the magnet wall.
Uncle Carl?
You never know. Well, if a crew member gets killed, then obviously you're not going to have the old crew member's family picture up there. So
I don't know. That sounds like something. That sounds like something.
Oh, go ahead, Brad.
Sounds like something Tim Starslapper would do.
Josh is like grandma passed away. Get the picture off the wall. Get her out of here.
She's old.
No, well, or you could have old crew members up there. Anyway, great idea. Yeah. I know.
What?
I'm an idiot.
Oh, and the back, like if you look at the blue paint, I just thought blue was a cool color to kind of mix with the white. And I've got a Cricut machine. So this Cricut machine printed off these sets of squares.
You cheater.
So all I did was I painted them.
I thought you painted it. No, it looks great.
Yeah. So I spray painted over it and then picked up the sticker, and then underneath was left blue. And I just used some acrylics and then some inks to make it look a little more weathered. And
all right, when you say inks, what inks are you talking about? Are you talking about what was the company's name? Amsterdam?
Acrylic inks?
Yes.
The Amsterdam ones? Because I like those.
Amsterdam inks, and also these
yes.
Yep.
FWs.
So everyone who's watching, take notes.
FW, what's that stand for? Fuck werewolves?
Michaels, Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure if you guys have those done where you are, but I grabbed a set of those. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Amsterdam inks are great too. So all I use for all my figures, all my dioramas, all of my ships, I just I prime them, and then I put this. It's called a pavement gray. It's an acrylic paint, and I've got one right here.
We'll catch you later, man. Have a great night, bro.
Yeah.
Right there. So I just prime it with this, with whatever color I'm using as a base, and then I take the pavement gray, and then I coat it with that, then wipe it off. Then I highlight it with the inks, and that's it. So that's my 3-step process, and I do that for almost everything that I use. And yeah, this is a good shot here. So I took, you know what, those the screen door spline that goes into the trim of a screen door.
Yeah,
that's what those little tubes are out. So I stuck tubes in there, so that I have 6 little ports that I got from my son-in-law. He was working in his garage. He loves to work on cars, so he had these small little bitty. They were like fuse boxes, but they were orange and gray, and so they were the openings. They had 3 openings each, and you'll see them in one of the next pictures. But basically, you can stick the tubes into each one of those, and they're also magnetized to go in. So you can put them in to one of the tubes and then take it out to like maybe another ship that you're going to fuel up, or a droid that you're going to recharge. And
that pick right now. I think
you really made this
right there
fucking toilet great, man.
So the bottom 2, you see those little bitty fuse boxes. So
wow,
those are basically, stick the tubes in there, and when you're done with them, you just roll them up and I stick them to the side. But this picture shows I have beds underneath those lights there.
Oh,
so
yeah,
those can double as beds. And when they're really cool. When you take the beds out, you take off. You can stick some crates or some cargo in there. The
so
top
I gotta
you
ask,
kind of see. Yeah,
I gotta ask. So when you put the cables in there, you can lock them in with those levers, right?
You can, but what I do is I use magnets for those too. There's a magnet that's probably a fifth the size of your pinky nail, that are circular. Get them off of Amazon. You can stick them right in there as well, and stick that in the very inside of it. Then also stick one to the other tube of your spline. Now you can just as easily pull those clamps down and stick them in there when you go.
If you're looking for magnets of that scale and smaller for these types of things, or if you guys are into miniatures or whatever, you can also go to the Magnet Baron instead of ordering them from like Amazon or Walmart or whatever. And they're super strong, but they're super small, and you can pick them up from there as well.
The Magnet Baron, that's cool.
Yeah,
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a huge hobby resource for magnets, because a lot of those smaller ones are used for like tabletop miniatures, so you could swap out your 40 Warhammer 40K. You could swap out their arm for holding a different blaster, or you could slap out a different weapon, chainsword, into their hands, and people use them for that.
I've seen that. That is very cool. I've seen that on someone did that with Walrus Man's arm. They put a magnet inside there, and they just took it out and replaced it for his regular his solid arm. Mm-hmm. But that's a great idea.
I used them on figures for the same thing, and just pops right on.
Oh, that's cool. He's like the actual it's like Winter Soldier. He can take his arm off and just stick it in a box or something.
And you can.
So now, how did you do? Okay. So why did you, I guess, opt to do that versus taking and just keeping the ball joint in there?
Because this is a different arm from an entirely different figure, and it's a mechanical arm. So I wanted to have the mechanics showing in the shoulder piece, so it was easier just to fill the chest cavity and put a magnet in and attach a magnet on this end to it so it recesses in there, but also stays in place for posing and things like that.
That's great.
That's a great piece. What is the recipe for that figure?
I'll give it to you after the show. Or
okay, cool.
I don't want to take away from your.
The head definitely looks like the Cobra Trooper from the movie, but.
Yep.
But then I was looking at that last pic we looked at, but I love the weathering that you've got on your interior and stuff.
Yeah, I love how the one seat's different color than the other because
that's cool.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, it was just one of these things. I wanted to make it just, anytime that I get a 118 vehicle, usually whether it's a Joe vehicle or a Star Wars ship, the 118 figures, they fit in there, but it's almost like just perfect and tight. And with this ship, you have roomy seats, which you never have. So I wanted to leave this a little open. So these seats are very roomy for 4-inch figures, but it works out great. And I just wanted to keep it simple. I know a lot of people change out the cockpits. I did buy 3 of these, so I'm going to do another one. But I thought with this one, I want to make it just basic. I wanted to keep all the seats that were in there. And I like the fact that they had some basic controls and buttons and panels on it.
So I thought you brought it to life. Those controls, you brought them to life, man. Like,
and those sliders almost look like they're like crazy.
Real, man.
Yeah, it looks like you could press them either way.
We're going for a ride in the Firehawk later, boys.
Yeah. Those are just acrylics that I use that are metallic paints. I got like 15 different colors.
Nice.
Great.
And this thing was so easy to take apart. It's really, really user-friendly as far as that goes. The only issue I had is when I cut out, if you look right underneath the cockpit, underneath there's a flat plate where their feet go. You've got to cut that out because the figure's feet go a little too far to go in there. But if you cut it out, I just heated mine up with a heat gun or a hair dryer, and then took an X-Acto knife and cut it out. But that's like the most difficult part of it. Everything else was pretty easy. So I was pretty happy with the results. And like I said, it's a great ship.
Right.
What's that?
Hey, I'm just saying, hey, Jason, I might have missed you when you came in earlier, but thanks for coming out, man.
And I picked this up at Ollie's. I'm not sure if you guys have them where you are, but Ollie's has these ships now for $10.
Oh, really? Someone within the chat was saying they were getting them even cheaper somewhere. Maybe Ross. I will be at Ollie's in a couple of weeks, but I've already got one coming from Zilla, so I don't know how many Firehawk.
Yeah, and they have them on Amazon for 12 shipped, which can't go wrong with that.
The guy that made the 3D printed cockpit now has that print up for sale on Cults 3D. So you were talking about people altering somebody's actually got a 3D print that changes the interior to like a 1/18 scale.
You can never get his name right, but he sent me a bunch of cool stuff.
What's his name, Rad?
Ooh.
Transwarp.
Fueling station.
Oh, Transwarp refueling. It's refueling.
No, port.
Is it
Transwarp.
Port?
Yeah.
No, I gotta hit you up after the show for that stuff because that would be awesome.
It's TWRP, Transwarp Refueling Port.
That's right.
A warp, port, depot, same shit.
Dude, he made the cool beer keg. I showed you. Yeah.
I know. No, I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's just I can't say it right, so I'm not going to.
I know. That's why I wanted to call you out because we're live, and I was like, let's embarrass him a little bit. Come on.
All right.
I'm vibing.
But if you look right there,
it's hard to embarrass you.
So what I use with this is that's the cockpit. That little bitty door for trash. That chute is the top of a Sherman tank, like a 1/24 scale.
I see it now.
Yeah.
That I painted blue and weathered up.
That was smart.
But the Yeah, the little figure that I have that sits in there is that Platooinian, the short guy, Chuck.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Chuck and the Astromech Bubo fit right on the side of each of those. They're little bunk beds.
Oh, that is hilarious.
So,
dude.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome. So there's beds in there for all 4 characters. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there's the whole shot.
And they're short enough for that. Yeah.
Hopefully,
where were the other beds? The other beds are under?
They're in the bay.
The other beds, so if you look in the back on the cargo area, they're lying flat on the on like the cargo area, but I put these push button lights that they're white lights. I got them on Amazon for like $12 for 8 of them, and they're just like press and switch on the lights.
I just ordered those because Collector was showing those off.
Yeah, dude, I ordered some too. They're gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
You should have started what should I call it store, and then you could have got some kickbacks from it. Oh, so yeah,
there's kind of an overhead. I wasn't sure what to do with the mainframe. Oh, there you go, with it right there. Those 2 magnets. So what I did on the opposite side of that of the cockpit, the front cockpit, you can see those were the magnets that I have like stuck up there. So any place I wanted something to be able to stick on, I put them in there. And in the front of the cockpit, there's also a picture that I have where there's almost little bitty, their armrests are like raised and they have 4 different ports in them. So there's magnets that you can take those in and out too. If I can show you on here.
Did you put up a video of this, like in video form?
I did not. You guys are the first ones I'm showing this to.
Okay, because I would like if you could do like a night video and then a daytime video, that'd be really cool to see the difference, like inside and out. Like you could have them like laying in their bunk or whatever, or it's like daytime. You could like play around with it, like that'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great idea. That way you can have
great, man.
I can show off the team, the crew that I got. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this thing is just, I mean, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but customizing is just, it's one of these things where it's just, the world is endless, right? I mean, it's just, it never stops. I mean, you can customize I can do this 24/7, to be honest, but I've got a job and a life, right? But this customizing is just so much, it's so much fun, and it really, really is therapeutic.
I mean, you also have a lot of like stuff that you're doing too, with the sets and everything. So, I mean,
yeah.
Oh yeah, with the advantage.
Yeah.
yeah, I appreciate that. That was that was crazy. It took, like I said, about 2 years to get that patent, but Big Bad Toys picked it up.
Yeah.
And a couple other people got it picked up, and
the videos for that are really good too, man. So
I appreciate that, man.
They like really stand out compared to other stuff. So it's really good.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I appreciate that. It was a labor of love for sure. But yeah, so the Firehawk is something that, I mean, it's such an easily customizable ship. And you're right, like Rab was saying, you're 100% right. Like when you look at this thing, you don't even, I mean, you can't even tell it's the same thing once you take the play school figures out. It's just so cool. It's so easily transformed into something else.
Yeah, and you really brought it to life, man. Like, it's because I had one and I was like, I don't even want to mess with this. Like, this is such shit. Like, I don't even want to. And like, so I got it for cheap. Like, because Fam and I were like drooling about the thing when it first came out. And then when I got it, and, like, I was looking at like the back hatch and stuff, I was like, this kind of sucks. And I was like, man, I don't know. But to see what you did with it, like, crazy, man. And like all the tiny details are like the subtle things, like they really stand out even when they're subtle. So it's really cool.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And I don't think you have to add a lot for it to be a custom either. Like, even if it was just a repaint, it's still a custom to me. You know, you don't have to add cannons and all the extra stuff to it. So just like the stuff on the inside is like really cool. And the details on the outside that I didn't even know it had that you did with the weathering was great too underneath. So
yeah. And the little bitty the ports that I have down there for the tubes that go in, I drilled a hole in the bottom and I bolted them in. So
okay,
those things aren't going anywhere. So, but it made a huge difference to be able to, you know, I thought of like using E6000, but I thought if I can screw it and bolt it on there, it'd be a lot more secure.
Yeah, that's what I did with the Death Racer. I used some screws. I was like, it's gotta stay. It's like, because if the things are sticking out, I gotta have it screwed in somewhere. So I did this. I had some little tiny self-tapping ones, and I was like, whoop, whoop, like, and yeah, they're in there. They're not going anywhere. So
now, with the small plastic pieces, do you drill like the pilot holes first, or you just do it once right in?
I just did once right in with that because I have no patience. So I definitely should have done some holes, because I did end up putting it a little bit too far over. I'm very OCD about things being straight. So like everything in this room is like leveled. So I take a little level on every single thing and I measure everything out. So Rad's power went out. So we're going rogue. So yeah, that's how we're doing it.
Man. Hey, so are you going to be at Dope Fest again this year?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I may. I thought about going. Are you going to go?
Yeah, I'm going this year.
Yeah. Now
Brian's ready to burn some bucks, right? Baby.
What's that?
So you were at Dope Fest last year, right?
No, I was not. No, this will be my first one this year.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Are you getting a charge card for this, Brian? Is that your plan? Because you're gonna go nuts. Because that, you know, it's burn, baby, burn is what you're gonna do.
I'm preparing for it right now. So.
Yep, because I know you, man. You like the expensive taste.
I know.
So.
I'm on a spending freeze right now, so I can save to bring a whole bunch of shit back. So.
And that's why I don't want to do it this year, like, because sorry, we're in like a delay. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all right. It's all good. I mean, Zilla's right. I mean, once you go, it's on, because you're going to see everything under the sun that you want. And
you saw what I did at Legion Con, man. I went to get one dinosaur, walked out with 6 from.
I know. And see, the thing is, I think Creative Beast maybe has a booth there. I think
they do. Yeah, they do.
So it's going to be.
Are those the guys that have like the dinosaurs that are like the higher end? I met those guys and I saw them there for the first time. And when I walked by,
you met Chris.
Like the last
Chris is awesome.
2 years of direct. What's that?
Chris is awesome. Actually, I have a custom right here. That's if he watches this, it's supposed to be a surprise, so no one tell him. But I made him a 118 Green Ranger.
Nice.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Because when we met, we were talking. He saw my tattoo or something, and then we were talking about Jason David Frank, and then as we talked, like video chats, stuff like that, to prep for the show, he was talking about how he actually trained with him. And when they were training together, JDF was like, "Hey, do you know who I am? I'm the Green Ranger," or whatever. He's like, "Yeah, dude, I know." He's like, so, but he had like a really cool relationship with him, like with all the jiu-jitsu, I believe. So, but anyway,
that was wild. Yeah. Holy shit.
Rad.
You're back from the dead.
Amazing.
Oh, dude, it was it was fucking crazy. I heard this.
You there?
I heard this. Like,
yeah, but it was great. I mean, I got a chance to check them out, and when I saw them at first, a lot of the newer Jurassic Park stuff from the last couple of years are great. But when I saw these guys, the packaging is nice, and they have there's more articulation. There was one that has feathers, and it's just the
more
paint
accurate.
apps, these guys went all out.
And like, I didn't even know about the feet thing with Mattel and Jurassic Park until they told me about it. They're in one of their videos, and I was like, oh yeah, they're actually more accurate. What Creative Beast is making is more accurate to the actual dinosaur. That's why they sell stands with them, because it's a little bit tougher to stand them up on some of the bigger guys. But what do you got there, Brian?
Okay.
It's one of the Utah Raptors.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is. They are
that
definitely
guy's cool.
harder. They're definitely harder to stand, but if you put like one arm down, you can kind of get them to stand on like three.
I think that's the same body as the Vader Raptor that I got.
So you say Abby is the one who twisted my arm to get one of these, and I think there's like another colored version of this or something, but yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have known anything about them. And you and Famine. So if it wasn't for you guys are the problem. I want to come back. I want to come back and be the cool kid and show off my dinos because you guys made me do it. So, and my wife, because we were walking away, went back to Marvelous, Comrade, and Collector, and I think Fam at one point, and then she was like, "Should we go back and just look at one more?" And then we went back and got 3 more, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So,
yeah.
So when I ask you about, are you saving for this, is because it gets crazy.
Yeah, I'm saving for it because
I've got the T-Rex in a box still.
They're great. They're great figures, and adding the different beasts are just. It's so cool to have those guys integrated. Put like a saddle on them, put a bunch of luggage on them, or just have like a.
Oh, and their dragon, man, it's gonna be amazing. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of those Jurassic Park.
I did pick up a. You can see this here. So I got this. This is a G.I. Joe. This is one of those old.
Oh wow!
That's the missile defense thing, isn't it?
Yeah. You can see it or not. But it's one of the bases, I guess. It had either a cannon or. Yeah. So I just took it apart and I thought, well, this would be kind of a cool thing to do.
Now, didn't you do that? I don't remember if you showed us something like that before when you're on the last time. You had some stuff because your weathering really is really nice, man. Like I love the weather, but like the way that you do it is very like nice and subtle, and it looks realistic. So
yeah, he made like 30 droids that he weathered like I think the month before last or something like that. Maybe that was like 2 months ago, but
yeah. I did this thing called 10 Days of Droids, and then people are like, "Well, can you do 10 more?" And it's so. So I did
10 more
days.
Did
that 2 or 3 times. And so I got these droids, and it's just like I got a whole bunch of them. I bought like I don't know, just all these old packs that I needed, and some of the Pride droids I got, and I took them apart, and the colors I switched them out with some other Build-A-Droid parts. And the cool thing is, like the Build-A-Droid figures that you would get from the Legacy collection, 20 years ago. The stuff that you can get now that are the Disney droids, the Build-A-Droids, they all fit together. So you can take them apart. And I just thought, I'll just put a bunch of these together and I'll just start I'll put a red body with gray legs and a yellow cap. And it was just crazy. It was nuts. And then they had these, they had the TC-14 from episode 1. And I bought him. And I weathered him to be kind of like a protocol droid on Tatooine. And they weather up nice. So it was, everyone loves droids.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to at Joe Fest is I have this thing built up in my head that there's going to be all these vendors and they're going to be selling all kinds of shit, right? Like, I don't know that it is, but it's like, I feel like there'll be people that are selling Star Wars figures, like, like all kinds of stuff. And so like I said, I'm hoping that's not the case, but
I want classified and Action Force.
Well, let me tell you this. So when I went there and I set up as a Star Wars vendor, Joe Fest is very, very heavy on G.I. Joes, obviously. not a whole lot of Star Wars people. There's a handful, but you're going to see a lot of stuff with Joe's. And but I mean, it's great because I was able to pick out a bunch of stuff that I customized to make Joe vehicles, or to make Star Wars vehicles.
Yeah, see,
but you're gonna see. There's one guy, Billy Kessler, that he works for Marauders. He had this setup that was almost the size of a pool table. He had all of the figures out, and this is when they're hyping and introducing Skeletron. And I just got to talking to him, and he's like, "Man, I've got all these things built up." I'm like, "You look, this stuff looks phenomenal." And so we got to talking, and he walked over to my booth, and then I showed him the Advantage, and he's like, "Would you sell the plates, the boards separately?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he went out to my truck, and he bought 16 of them. So he bought all these, and he has, like, the plates are they're like the size of a keyboard, but you can intermix them or do whatever. So he put like hazard stripes on some, he put salt on some, he put moss over it, and it looks like this abandoned like set of floor grates under this jungle. I mean, he did a great job with this stuff, and he just had such a cool like imagination and vision for this. And he got the Marauders were there. He got some G.I. Joe stuff. He got some Star Wars pieces, and made this whole battle where these guys are like coming out of the bushes, and like instead of having the moss like this green and yellow, the moss is like this purple and this vivid yellow. And there's these like mutant guards coming out. It was phenomenal. It was so great to meet this guy. This guy was so into his stuff too, like I am.
Yeah, I'm definitely stoked to go down and check it out and see what I'm trying to save up as much money as possible because I know I'm going to go completely ape shit. But if anybody wonders what happened, yeah, it was crazy, dude. Just as I heard this crack of thunder, the power like went out at my place, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" And I was like,
"Can you guys hear me okay?"
Yeah, I can hear you. But I was scrambling to get the generator ready, and then scrambling to get this generator going so my basement didn't flood. And then fuck, it just came back on. I was like, "Oh my god, thank God!" This is like fuck. What, was Famine so sad that I left that he quit or something?
I think he froze. I think he froze up.
Maybe he got hit by the
Can you hear me?
Same lightning.
Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can hear Rad. Yeah, I think Rad just every time Rad talks.
Yes, I can hear him now.
Okay.
But it was like muted for like 30 seconds.
Hey, Rad, so what's up with those Tyrannosauruses, Rad?
Oh, the T-Rexes. So I've printed off Mythosaur skulls that fit over top of the Jurassic Park. Yeah. Nice. So I'm printing Mythosaur skulls that fit over. So they might not be Mythosaurs, but I'm gonna put them over the T-Rex's face, and then have Mandalorian, like a couple saddles on them for like Mandalorians or like weapon in place.
What a great idea.
And
bro, these right now are $10 right now at that Meijer by my house.
I have so many. I have like
is that Mattel?
Oh, those are the good. That's a good one, Brad.
Tons of them. You got like,
this one's like the newest one, so it's not great.
Oh, son of a bitch! You fell over. There's another one.
Now, Zilla, is that a Jurassic Park one?
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy he was just.
Damn, Brad. How many you got, bro?
He's like me now. And who complained about my floor? When he came over, he was scared of stepping on dinosaurs because I had so many.
Oh shit! You know what? You know what they got at the dollar store now? That's Dollar Tree. So you got them. You got these awesome vaults. I'm gonna use it as a Marvel Legends bank vault.
Oh, nice!
But you can use these, and they're like fucking like $2.
That's awesome.
They have like keys and stuff, but yeah, you can put crap in them. Or
I had him eating the reindeer or the deer.
I got these.
They're at the dollar store.
Do you want any of these, Zilla? I don't, not really into plant eaters. I got these guys.
Maybe.
Rad, are those at Five Below? Or Dollar General?
Dollar Tree, actually. So I got these.
Dollar Tree, awesome.
Do those move at all, Rad?
I mean,
yeah, they're the Jurassic Park ones.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll take them. So
damn, that's
awesome. Load them up.
Yeah, like these little dudes and Dr. Alan Grant. Hello, everybody. Suck my balls. Enough dinosaurs. Oh, I got.
Yeah, I was finding these like completely articulated Mattel ones.
I don't think I
The
have
Hammond
one of those, Josh.
He's cool.
Well, so that's a VHS tape.
Is that a VHS?
Yeah, that's on my Jurassic Park shelf.
Nice.
The VHS. Wow.
I got this thing. You want this, Zilla? I don't want this.
Yes.
Thing.
Yeah.
You want that?
I've seen that before. That's cool.
I don't have the back of it, and I already sold. I sent Fam in the Jeep already. Trying to like streamline things here. I don't need all this Jurassic Park stuff.
Sounds good.
All right, the deal, man. I'll bring it to you. You can have the truck and whatever dinos I bring you. So might as well step on them at your place rather than stepping on them at my place. But
this is one piece that I picked up at Joe Fest. So this is like a Jeep that I got at Joe Fest.
Is that the Desert Fox without a top on it?
Yes. And what I did was I took one of my buddies, Most Nicely Photography, he vapes. So he gave me a bunch of vape caps. And I got a bunch of, we just had a grandbaby, and he has these things from Aldi's that it's a cap to like these small, like baby food juices. Yes. So I got those and I glued them together, and then they're like these amazing, like little bitty thrusters. So I put a bunch on there, and then I took the steering wheel. I just made I made kind of like a Lego, almost like a double arm pad for a steering wheel.
That's a cool deal. And that was my favorite G.I. Joe Jeep, was the Desert Fox. I love that interior.
I don't think I ever had that.
It's amazing.
You could do that with a Warthog too at work.
Dude, the Warthog's cool too, but that's way more detailed on the inside than the Warthog is.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever had that one.
And underneath, you can see, to make it look like it's kind of like levitating, I use magnets.
Oh yeah, I put the blocks
and I put these little bitty black risers on there.
Nice.
So that when it sits down, it looks like it's just floating, and the figures can like step up onto it. But you're going to see a lot of stuff like this at Joe Fest.
Yeah,
so
like shells.
I know you're saying you might break the bank, which you probably will, but you'll see a lot of cheap stuff too you can customize.
Well, I don't know when I'm going to get to go again, so I'm probably going all in on this one. So
yeah, well,
I'm driving. You only file bankruptcy every 7 years, and this is going to be a year.
I'm driving. Me and Pirates are driving 15 hours, so I'm definitely going to make it worth my while, man.
Hey, there's a question for Zilla in the chat from Nebulous Nexus.
No, that was me that said that. I'm pretty sure that interior is for sale on Cults 3D.
Okay.
Just do a search on STL Finder. So that's usually what I use. I go on and just use STL Finder, and then it directs you to every single like website or whatever that it holds 3D prints, and it will just like direct you to that site. So.
Can you type in the name of what you're looking for, like
Star
Wars or G.I. Joe? Or
I'll go to STL Finder and I'll be like 1/18th Ebon Hawk or something like that. And even if it doesn't have the 1/18th or it doesn't exist, it'll bring up all the models for the Ebon Hawk, like based on your search. So and that's how, because for Wolfman, I'm printing Decker's car from Blade Runner. And that's
Blade Runner.
So I found that
in 1/18 scale.
Oh yeah. So I found the one. Actually, it was a 1/12 file that I found that I had to downscale to 1/18. But it's a simple print too. It's like top. It almost goes together like one of those old plastic cars. So that's the top, the bottom, and then the little like steering wheel seats and doodads and stuff. But they're all separate prints. So it's like it's really good actually. And yeah, so I'm gonna send that out when I get to Zilla's place, and shipping will be cheaper.
You're busy
That'll be
boy
nice.
when you're here.
I don't know. I tried to like. That's why we're not having a show on the 28th, because that was like, dude, like when I got there, it was like a mad. We went out and got food and stuff. It was like a mad rush to get back and like get set up and do the show, but it was fine. Like it's just a lot of
Yeah, it's
stress for
crazy.
being on vacation, man. It's gonna go down, but
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna go probably do some filming at Tone's place, and then yeah, it'll be fun, man. We're gonna go definitely hit Ollie's. We're gonna hit there and back again in Flint, Michigan, which is an amazing store. If anybody's ever in Flint, then check
What
it
is it
out.
called?
It's there and back again in Flint, and it's dude, it's
Okay.
just there's so much stuff, and his prices are like so good, and like there's loose stuff, there's old stuff, there's new stuff, there's.
I was
bins of,
getting
like,
Hammond collection dinos for $5. So
Yeah.
Oof.
You're kidding.
Yeah, dude.
Gosh.
Dude,
Yeah.
there's like legacy Transformers and stuff from between like $4 to $10. Like these are like figures that were hard to find for me, and I'm like, holy shit.
This must be
And
the
there's
most
some-
common toy salesman of all time.
I don't know. He does get, and there was like classified. Like I was buying Crimson Guards and stuff for like $15, $20, not even. And it was just like, yeah, this is awesome. There was like loose
Then he's
stuff.
got the 50-cent bins where like you can find like ladders and like little barrels and like the G.I. Joe, the old inserts and stuff. You can find all at like 50 cents.
Yeah, you can
for all
buy.
those.
Zilla got a fucking walker with 2 figures in it for like $40.
Yeah.
Like an AT-AT. That's cheap,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an AT-AT in Canada, like used like that would be minimum $100. Like nobody would
I think
ask.
that was the happiest we were at one point in time together. When I opened it up and the pilots were in there, like the
Yeah, we were
fucking
like,
pilots.
Freebies.
yeah.
Because I didn't know when we bought
How
it
far
that there's
apart do you guys live
pilots.
from each other?
About 3 hours.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's.
I've
That's
never
great.
driven it, but he has twice.
Yeah, so
So-
for me, I've got a hotel just in North Saginaw when I go down next time, and it's only 2 hours and 40 minutes from where I am in Southern Ontario. So I'm like beyond London, kind of between Toronto and London sort of area. So yeah, it's less than 3 hours. I'll be there. Yeah, it's good, man. It's really just like going to visit
So
somebody, right?
I'm curious. So when you leave Canada and go to the US, I've never done that before. So is there a border check each time, or is it like a?
Oh yeah, so you'll get to the border. There won't be anybody. The first person you talk to is an American border guard. They just ask you questions, like make sure you're not pulling any bullshit, and then you pay $6, and then you're into the States. And that's the Blue Water Sarnia crossing. I don't recommend doing the Detroit crossing. It's fucking terrible. I haven't done the Buffalo one in years. I will when I go to Joe Fest. We'll cross at Niagara Falls and then head directly south to Augusta. But yeah, it's not much hassle, man. As long as you're not trying to pull any crap, it's just, just go.
And coming back in is the same thing.
It's way easier to get back into Canada when you pull it. Like the American border guards can be kind of dicks, like especially if they're short guys. They seem to have this like kind of like complex or something, like they're tough or something. So you go up there and you're like, dude, the one guy I got was so short and he was such a dick. But anyways, we got like up there, you go through, but on Canada, they're like, oh, welcome back. You got any weed or booze or tobacco? And it's like, yeah, I got like some sourpuss and some beers and shit. And they're just like, yeah, welcome back to Canada. Come on in, bring all the drugs and shit you want. No, it was chill coming back. It's always chill coming back from Canada. It's always some like bubbly like valley girl that they hired to work the border. She's like, hi, welcome back to Canada. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So it's
Wow.
it's fun, man.
Wow.
Can't wait to go again. It's
Well,
really
that seems
fun.
good.
Yeah, I got a problem with all these though. I gotta like restrain myself.
He really does.
Still got like Marvel Legends and shit I haven't even opened from the last time I was there. Like, all right. But no, it's fun, man. It's a lot
They
of
had
fun.
they had black chrysanthemums there for like $10.
Yep. Yeah, actually I
Wow.
found a secret Ollie's that time forgot. And they still had the speeder bikes, they still had Ahsoka, they still had Black Chrysanthemum. They had like Tracksuit Mafia, Marvel Legends figures. They had tons of those, so I bought.
I got a couple of those this year.
Yeah, so I bought a whole gang of them. It's got like the one guy from like what's that fucking show?
Hawkeye.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh no, it's the guy from Game of Thrones. He's one of the Tracksuit Mafia dudes.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but
I did not watch the show.
Don't bother with Ollie's in Rochester, New York area unless you're looking for Reva. Yeah. There's definitely lots of Reva figures out there. And then I was like, if I see it this time, Brian, I'll grab it. But I like totally like I saw MODOK like several times with the dude he comes with.
The Elvis.
Well, yeah. When I go back to that other with the one that's closer to the border.
Are these all Black Series though?
No, these are Marvel Legends. So we were looking for MODOKs. I saw a whole bunch. I was like, the other Ollies will have them, and they didn't.
I've never seen one of those here. So.
Oh, really? It's like the special set with like the dude that's like kind of like wearing the army pants and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're rocking over the hour here. I think that's going to probably do it for the evening. I want to thank everybody for coming out in the chat, supporting the show as you always do. It is much appreciated. Remember, you can go get head over to TeePublic, get some merchandise, some WMC Wentzilla merchandise, all sorts of stuff, Station People shirts, you name it. We got it over there. We got it all.
I have one of those.
Yep, you can get cups, magnets, banana hammocks, like whatever you want. You can get it all printed on there. So, yeah. And then thank you very much, Sci-Fi Diorama Guy, for being on the show once again and showing us your
great.
Thank you.
Definitely,
great custom.
Yeah, you definitely inspired me for sure. So when I get my hands on one, I'm gonna apply some of those techniques.
Awesome.
Sure. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
You guys are always a blast.
Man.
Oh, well,
never
thanks,
boring.
man. We love having you on, man. So yeah, well, it won't be the
Thanks,
last
man.
time. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool guys.
All right. Well, everybody in the chat, take it easy for tonight. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Fat Red Foo, we were gonna talk.
It's all good.
I like your ideas about what you want to add to the death race thing. So we will definitely be talking. And so for now, take it easy. We'll be back next week. Build on, have fun, and cheers.
Bye.